I recently did a Periscope series on the secrets of joy, and one of those secrets is the secret of giving. And it was kind of a well-planned time to give the talk because it was all around Christmas. And so often, Christmas is all about giving. That's what we think about at Christmas time. Well, maybe a little bit of getting too, but to focus on the giving side of Christmas. But I share some insights and some tips about what we can be giving to be getting more joy. So I hope that you enjoy this Periscope. If you're unfamiliar with Periscope, know that there's comments that are coming up. I did record this Periscope so you can see those comments, and so you'll hear me answering people and actually having a live conversation with people as we go throughout. So I hope that this blesses you, and be sure to stay tuned to the end so you can actually hear more about one of the things that I mentioned about giving too. So I hope you enjoy it. I am so excited to talk to you guys again about some secrets of joy and just ways to find more joy, especially in the season. It sounds kind of funny, and hello, Terry, sounds totally funny to talk about like finding joy and having joy during the holidays, because you think like, Christmas, what is there not to be joyful about? But Christmas and holidays bring chaos, right? Thank you guys for sharing. So fun to have everybody here. Everybody wants a little bit more joy. Absolutely. So fun. Stress. Yeah, there's stress around the holidays. Isn't that ridiculous? You would just think, oh, relax, enjoy, but there's like total stress. Like, my kids keep counting down, and I'm like so aware. So for those of you who don't know, here, let me start with this. For those of you coming on that do not know me, my name is Kristi Clover. And I blog at raisingclovers.com. I also have a YouTube channel called Raising Clovers. And I'm a homeschool mom of 5. And my blog and everything I do is pretty much about my passion, which is to encourage women to find simpler solutions for a more joy-filled life. So I love trying to help people simplify and find ways to have more joy in their life. So there's my little elevator pitch for y'all. And I'm not Southern. I'm in Southern California. I'm in San Diego. Does that count? I actually was scolded by someone. They're like, that's not Southern. You can't say you're Southern if you're in Southern California. But I have grown up in the South of California, right? It's still Southern. But first Christmas without your mom will be tough. That will be tough. Crystal would be proud of my y'all. But yes, exactly. Think of all the families. So, out here, San Diego, I am an hour and a half away from San Bernardino. And there was a wonderful Christian family of 8, so 6 kids. And the dad was one of the victims of the Santa Barbara shooting. And so my heart of my elevator pitch, that's right, I said it right that time. But my heart is for people. It's such a reminder of the fact that there is loss that surrounds the holidays. I was talking to one friend, and she was just saying that there is so much stress in her house because of the emotions that are evoked from the holidays, right? So, your Wi-Fi isn't working. Uh-oh, that's not good. But yes, there's a lot of emotions that go around with the holidays. So I wanted to kind of talk about ways that we can kind of embrace joy. Again, like there's serious things that can be total joy zappers, right? Holidays are a hard time for hurting people. Yes, exactly. So let me share with you guys how you guys can try to have more joy and how you might be able to pour some joy out onto others as well. So it's important to realize that too. If you are running into cranky people, I always try to remember we have no clue what their circumstances are. I'm reminded of this story, and I heard this story years ago, and you may have heard it, of this woman who was on a bus, and there was this man, and he had several children, and they were just acting up and going crazy and like just not sitting, leaning over the thing, bumping her, doing all this stuff, and the woman was getting furious with this man, and she was just thinking to herself, what is wrong with him? Why doesn't he correct them? What a horrible parent, right? Like, how often have we thought that, right? When I was hearing the story, I'm like, yeah, come on, get on top of it. But she turned around to say something to him, and the man just shook his head, and he's like, I'm so sorry. We're just coming from a funeral. My wife just passed away, and my kids have just been cooped up in the room at the church all day. He's like, they just need to get some energy out. Yeah. That is what is going on behind the scenes often. And I think as we are sharing grace with other people and remembering that there's always a backstory. There's always a backstory. So crabbiness comes from something. So remember that. There's always a backstory. But today we're going to talk about how to find joy in giving. And there is more to giving. So everyone's going to be like, oh, giving gifts, giving this, giving that, right? Okay. So I already showed you one of my loves. We love giving. We don't always give gifts to other people. We've had that where, like, in years past, like, we'll just, everybody in the family will, like, I'll get somebody a goat, they'll get me a chicken and stuff like that. Actually, I had one Christmas where I'm like, seriously, I don't need any more stuff. And so I did. For one Christmas, I literally, my mother-in-law didn't listen to me, but my mom knew my heart that I was very serious. I wanted a goat. It became the joke of the family. I'm like, I just want a goat for Christmas. And everybody knew I was talking about World Vision. So World Vision, Compassion, and Gospel for Asia. I couldn't find my other two catalogs, but all of them have these wonderful gift catalogs. Can you see it? So they have these, oh, there you go. They have these wonderful gift catalogs. And in them, you can actually give a goat and 2 chickens, and they have a price. So it's a really fun way. I know, I'm like, give me a goat. It's a really fun way. And this, if you haven't seen on my blog, Raising Clovers, I have a post called Skipping Halloween. And this is one of our traditions, is that we tend to get this around Halloween. Again, our circumstances are so interesting at Halloween. We have a very active Halloween neighborhood where I literally was spending hundreds of dollars on candy. And I reached a point where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be doing that. So World Vision, just go to worldvision.com or net. I don't know. I should have looked here. Worldvision.org. So it's actually, here we go. Screenshot that. Worldvisiongifts.org. Compassion also has a site, and Gospel for Asia also has a site. Those are the 3 organizations I love, and they all have different unique things. So a lot of them will have animals to help families, giving our employees Christmas bonuses at dinner tonight. That's so, and you're prepping right now. You were just saying that. That is so fun. You seriously change a life. So giving like this. Seriously, if everybody could just, like, even if you can talk to your kids, we're going to get you one less gift this year because we're going to pick out of the catalog. This will change your kids' hearts. I am telling you, my kids have so much, you're doing your makeup. My kids have so much fun looking through this. I have not heard of Kiva.com. I have not heard of that one. But my kids love looking through this. And they even a lot of times, and let me peek at the back. Yes. You can give the gift of jewelry and scarves. They have all kinds of things that you can actually get, and it's made by people in different countries that are looking to try to build work. There's all kinds of ways that you can support people, and sometimes it's a matter of just talking about with your kids, like, hey, why don't we do this? Maybe it is fun. I'm actually getting a post together on stocking stuffers, and maybe it would be fun, and you have to do it ahead of time, and you might have to kind of like create your own, like cut it out, but they will, when you order a goat, they send you a little card that says a goat has been given for you. And at one point I was really good and I saved them all. I'm like, oh, we should make a Christmas tree out of this because everybody does that. Do makeup while commenting. You're so funny. That's awesome. Yeah, that is hard. I can imagine that, you could do that. You can put them in people's stockings, but you have to think ahead for things like that. So what I do is I just like cut out the catalog or make a copy of it or I take a screenshot of it. So there's all kinds of things you can do. Kiva is a small business loans in other countries. Definitely check it out. Yeah, a lot of, what are they called? Micro loans. I think that's what they're called. Micro loans. That's another way to support people in other countries through World Vision and things like that. You can help support their businesses that they're trying to grow. Okay, so you guys ready? So again, for anyone new who's coming on, my name's Kristi Clover and I blog at Raising Clovers. I would love for you guys to share this because I do really want more people to understand just how to live out joy. I think that a lot of people, it's hard this season and we need more joy. So I want people to live out more joy. Okay, so giving number 1. So I have 4 tips for you guys for giving. So number 1 is kind of obvious. We can give money, right? So we can donate to things like that. So that's one aspect and one element of giving is to give money. Billy Graham actually has a quote, and I'm going to butcher it, so don't quote me on it, but you can go to Skipping Halloween on my site because I did quote him properly there. But he talked about if you want to see somebody's heart, look at their checking account. And now I'd be like, look at their credit card bill. But it really is true. Our money really is where our mouth, I'm totally butchering that one. But you can tell the status of someone's heart by looking at where they're spending their money. Money is, what is that quote? Money is where your mouth is. Somebody put that in the right way. So giving your money, giving your time is another thing. There's all kinds of places you can go and serve. But beyond that, think about from how you can spend your time just with those around you. Today, I went on a date with my son. He's like, when do I get to take you out? He got a gift card for coffee, and he doesn't really drink coffee, but he's like, how would I take you out? And I was like, that is so cute. So my 12-year-old took me out for coffee today, but he's been asking me about it forever. Put your money where your mouth is. Thank you. I'm like, what? Thank you. My brain goes. Okay, spend responsibly. Know where the products come from. Amen. That's right. That is such a great point. You've got to know where the products come from. So time, give your time. And again, I'm not just talking about service projects. Give your time to your kids. Give your time to your spouse. Say no to some things so you can say yes to the people who are most important to you. Maybe you have a friend that is having a really hard Christmas or season or whatever. You know, somebody was just mentioning it's their first Christmas without their mom. That's a great person. I wish we were close. We could go out for coffee. So giving your time is really important. So giving your money, giving your time. Okay, giving yourself. That's kind of goes along with what I was talking about, and that giving yourself. So as a mom, my gift to my kids is me, right? So it's my time with them, but giving of myself. So a lot of times I talk about how we need to kind of lay down, and it was interesting. I actually watched Michael Hyatt has this wonderful new video series. So if you haven't seen it, go to michaelhyatt.com, and it's all about redesigning your life. And he's got like 3 different lives, like the drifting life, the driven life, and the design life. Oh, I nailed that. That's actually exactly things. Hi, Jessica. How are you? So he's got these 3 different lives, and he's kind of just talking about the distinguishing differences between all of them. And one of the things he pointed out is getting your priorities straight, which, you know, we all know that. And he actually put himself as number 2. And I was thinking, I don't know if I agree. I mean, you have to take care of ourselves. It's very important. We do have to be filled up before we can pour out. But honestly, and he does put God as number 1, which I love that. I love that. We need to have God fill us up so we can pour out. But I don't know, what I really feel like I found the secret of joy in is not putting myself as number 2. I do think we need to take care of ourselves, so take care of our health, we do need to make ourselves a priority. But to make myself top priority, I feel like I was losing joy in that, because I felt like as a mom, I would never end up meeting that priority. It's really hard. And I feel like I found more joy as a mom when I learned to truly lay down my life and to look at life as motherhood is more of a little bit more servanthood. Exactly. Jesus, others, you equals joy. Exactly. That's perfect, right? I've heard that before. Everyone's heard that before, but it's so true. Jesus, others, you. So that, I mean, again, I love Michael Hyatt, and I know what he was talking about. You need to be filled up before you can pour out, and you need to take care of yourself health-wise, because an unhealthy mom is not going to help anybody else. Trust me, I'm recovering from surgery. It is very hard, which is why I said yes to my son today, even though we were in the middle of everything. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out time. Hey, Anna. In fact, Anna Wynn's blog right there, she just wrote a guest post for me. So go to raisingclovers.com, look at the most recent post, and it's on how to help your kids not be selfish at Christmas time. Great post. So thank you for coming over, Anna. So giving of ourselves, that's a big one. So number 1, your time, giving of your time, money, time, yourself. And the last one, are you ready for it? Tip number 4 for how to have more joy through giving is giving of your heart. And this might sound very strange, but honestly, the more we are giving our heart to the Lord and allowing Him to fill up our heart and just truly, I'm like, if someone puts a heart up, thank you. But the more we're truly giving our heart to others, and I really see that as giving grace. We have to give grace and give love to other people and understanding and compassion. I can go on and all the different related character things that we need to give to other people to help them have more joy. And honestly, the more you think about giving other people joy and pouring joy into other people, the more you'll have joy in your life, because the more we are giving joy away, the more we get joy. So I hope that these little tips encourage you guys today. Again, make sure you guys check out, let me flip to the right page because it's all off kilter right now. La, la, da. There we go, World Vision. So it's worldvisiongifts.org. So check them out. Again, no affiliate link here, right? There's nothing to link, just go to the site. So thank you, Gina. I'm so glad you like them. But I hope that we are connecting here on Periscope. So make sure you're following me here, Raising Clovers, also over at YouTube and at my blog, Raising Clovers. I have lots of fun freebies on Raising Clovers and some really exciting things happening in 2016. So make sure we are connecting so you don't miss out on some of the things that are coming up. And I'm seriously excited. Somebody was asking me, actually on a blab yesterday with Crystal, she was asking some things and it just made me think, I'm like, what do I have coming up in 2016? I'm like, oh, I have fun things happening in 2016. So I've got some new products coming out. I potentially have a podcast coming out, all kinds of things. 2016 is going to be awesome. You're right, Gina. I'm really excited about it. But I'm excited for today too, because I think it's important not to get too far ahead of ourselves, right? Things change, like this surgery. I was gaining all this momentum with everything, and then I had surgery and everything went, and that's okay. So, you live for today, because today is all we're promised. And actually, we're promised a moment, right? So glad to see him scooping again regularly. Thank you. Oh, you missed my joyful attitude. Oh, well, thank you guys so much. So I Periscope Monday through Friday about 10 o'clock and about 2 o'clock. I'm not always completely consistent because I am a homeschooling mom of 5 and life happens. But I do try to get on around those times. So I hope that we're connecting. I hope you guys have a very joy-filled rest of your day. And that's right, called Real Life. Yes, in fact, on Facebook today, I kept it very real. I try to be very real on all my social media. And what's interesting is, you may not know this, is that I am a perfectionist. So it's actually really hard for me because I'm like, I know that will not bless you if I'm perfect. And I'm not perfect. So I guess it's kind of easy. I'm glad you like real. That's all you're going to get. So if you're looking for perfect, go somewhere else. But I really, really, really like the idea of order, but it just doesn't happen. No time for fakeness. That's right. It takes more energy. So anyway, it's much easier for me to scope and let there be mess. I'm like, see, I'll show you little mess, not a ton of mess, but little mess. Actually, there's more mess here. I'll show you my mess. That'll bless you. Right? Mess. But yes, so it takes more time to be perfect. So I don't have time for that. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a very blessed rest of your day. Bye, everybody. So there you have it, secrets of joy in giving. I hope that those little tips will help you and bless you this Christmas season and every season. And honestly, you can always check out World Vision, Compassion, and Gospel for Asia anytime. They make great gifts. You can do birthdays or anything. Or you can even try something new like we've done, and we skip Halloween, and we actually take that money and we use it for compassion. I'll link the article that I wrote about that above. But I hope that you will check those organizations out, because they are truly wonderful organizations that really help you embrace the joy that can be found in giving. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you'll join me on Periscope Live. I'm at Raising Clovers on Periscope. You can also find me here on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe here and check out my blog, raisingclovers.com. Would love to have you join me there and subscribe. I've got some fun little subscriber freebies for you there. So take care and God bless, and have a very happy, joyful season of giving.